This is day 62 of researching a stock a day until I can quit my job. Today we're looking at nVent. AI requires a lot of energy to conclude that your ex was gaslighting you. And in that process, both you and the data servers running these calculations over and over get really hot. If you've ever heard a loud purring noise coming from your laptop, it's either only fans or your computer fan working overtime to cool down the processor. Now imagine that latter process, but for an entire warehouse full of GPUs. Older cooling systems push cold air through entire server rooms, which doesn't work well for today's GPU-dense racks. Vertiv is the best known leader in the AI race, as they've leaned heavily into liquid on-chip cooling, which pipes coolant directly onto processors. It's extremely effective, but also expensive and complex, so it's mainly suited for brand new AI superclusters where everything can be designed around it. Vertiv is already up around 700% in the last 5 years though, so let's try to look for some value. nVent takes a different approach. Instead of plumbing liquid all the way onto the chip, they bring liquid cooling right up to the rack itself, closer to the heat but without the cost, and easier and cheaper to incorporate into existing data centers that need better energy efficiency or now need to handle AI workloads. The liquid cooling market for data centers is expected to grow at over 20% compounded annual growth in the next decade. First, data centers along with AI and crypto already consume nearly 2% of global electricity, and with AI workloads growing exponentially, cooling is about 40% of a data center's electricity demand. Second, keeping GPUs at the right temperature gets you the most compute. nVent's revenue is still mostly industrial and electrical systems. Data centers are a smaller but fast-growing segment, so in one sense, you're not buying a pure AI play. On valuation, nVent trades below the sector median as you would expect from an industrial. It's not cheap per se, but it's not pricing in AI-type multiples. The main risk is that industrial demand can be cyclical and the economy may be slowing. However, I do prefer names like this that have steady positive cash flows, especially as GS's non-profitable tech index has hit recent highs. In its Q2 25 results, the company reported that backlog more than quadrupled year on year. And nVent has made a couple acquisitions recently to expand its vertical integration, letting nVent capture more of the infrastructure spend in data centers, utilities, and renewables. If you like to sell shovels in a gold rush approach to investing, this one seems worth watching. I'll pick some of this up while rotating out of some higher beta cyclical names. This is not financial advice, always do your own research.